It's the original chosen one, Rick Michaels.
Rick Michaels is wearing a new set of tights here this week. Iceberg doesn't seem to be impressed by either the tights nor the original chosen one, Rick Michaels. This is not going to be a highly technical Greco-Roman affair, methinks.
Well, the Iceberg dismantling the original chosen one. And Rick Michaels, a man that 10 years in this sport, wrestling has thrown everything it's had at Rick Michaels, and he's been able to withstand for 10 years, now going on 11. And in his 11th year in the wrestling industry, Rick Michaels has overcome just about everything. But can he overcome a 600-pound beast that gave Abdullah the Butcher one of his first pinfall losses, that gave Mr. Pogo a pinfall loss? Can he endure the Iceberg?
I know he just racked Iceberg's billiards with that second rope.
Rick Michaels, the southpaw, opening up on Iceberg. Iceberg catches him, squishing Rick Michaels into the corner.
That move could very easily break the back of a normal man, but ain't nothing normal about Rick Michaels.
Of course, the Iceberg, in his last appearance in Wildside, left Wildside heavyweight champion David Young a bloody mess. And this is retribution on behalf of Rick Michaels for his buddy David Young, still recuperating this week from the beating he sustained. The Wildside heavyweight champion not going to be in action this week. He's going to be here next week defending the title against Rain Man, the man that Rick Michaels has had it out for a long time. Rain Man busted Rick Michaels open in the Freedom Fight cage match, the most disgusting, gruesome bloodletting I've ever seen as a 21-year fan of wrestling.
It was gruesome indeed. And that's precisely the way that Jeff G. Bailey works.
And that, my friends, is how you throw a punch. Hands like cinder blocks is the Iceberg.
And the original chosen one is draped across that second rope. Oh, there.
Dear God!
Oh, there. Shades of the Russian bear, Ivan Koloff, although I don't think Ivan brought that much weight along with him. Hell, I don't think the whole Koloff family could have done as much damage as Iceberg did with that. But Rick Michaels gets a leg on that bottom rope. God bless you, Rick. Where you get it from, I have no idea.
Just the sight of Iceberg has ended many professional wrestling careers before they even started. Snap suplex by this beast who possesses an amazing amount of wrestling ability to be such a killer, which shows me that there's just a bit of human being left inside that man. And he was a human being to many at one point, known as Iceberg Slim. That's when he debuted in Wildside. Jeff G. Bailey brought him in, Iceberg Slim, his newest find, a protege of Abdullah the Butcher. Well, Jeff G. Bailey convinced Iceberg Slim to turn on Abdullah the Butcher and destroy him. Drop the name Slim, go to Japan, he killed Mr. Pogo, and as a tool of Jeff G. Bailey's destruction, he's been unstoppable. In a year's time, only one pinfall loss to David Young, a Superman of our Wildside heavyweight champion. From a spinebuster off the top of the cage, Rick Michaels gets baseball slid into the front row. Michaels is at odds here, and he is at odds bad.
I don't think Michaels has gotten more than about 10 or 12 seconds of offense on Iceberg since the bell rung. Iceberg is truly an insurmountable force in so many ways. We know Rick Michaels is a man of many gifts, but how exactly do you take this guy down? What is it, Iceberg's trying to count Rick Michaels out, but Iceberg is out there as well. It's a good thing Iceberg's not a referee.
Be a damn big referee, sure.
That's an awful lot of stripes. Had a vertigo looking at all those stripes.
The Iceberg methodically approaching Rick Michaels. Shoots him into the far turnbuckle. Rick Michaels is really getting his ass handed to him here by the Iceberg, as much as I hate to say it, but Michaels is a crafty veteran. He moves out of the way because Michaels knows every single trick in the book. Hell, he invented half of them. Drop kick by Rick Michaels, staggers the beast, but does not knock him down. Another, staggers him even further. Rick Michaels off the ropes, high body, no, a forearm shot, excuse me, sending him down.
Covering the body of Iceberg, it's got to be tough. You can actually cover the body of Iceberg and still not have your arms and legs touch the ground. What a mass of humanity this Iceberg is. Not to ever accuse Iceberg of being human. Rick Michaels showing some uncharacteristic firepower here with this behemoth.
Well, when you're in the ring with the Iceberg, you got to dig deep down. Rick Michaels going for the double shot here. He can hit the double shot on the Beast, and maybe he can just pin him. Maybe he can.
No way. He doesn't budge. Elbow drop by the Iceberg.
Shades of his mentor that he slaughtered.
Ground zero splash.
Rick Michaels is defeated. I don't believe it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, the beast of inconceivable horror, the Iceberg.
And knowing Jeff Bailey, the punishment does not end here. Bailey wants more, and Iceberg is happy to comply. Another Abdullah-like elbow. Oh my God.
Come on. This is enough. The anniversary show coming up in just 2 weeks' time. Rick Michaels is scheduled to take on Rain Man in a one-on-one encounter. We don't know the stipulation of that matchup yet. I'm told it's going to be announced at a later date, but can Rick Michaels even make it after being destroyed by this behemoth? Iceberg is on a mission. He wants David Young in the worst kind of way. He wants the heavyweight title, and he wants David Young's life.
We'll do it again next week, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Dan the Dragon Wilson, I'm Stephen Prazak. We'll see you next week here at NWA Wildside.